Hello and welcome back to Blade Runner. When we last left off, another day, another animal murder. But this time it included a people murder too, so I guess it's taken
Ground
priority.
floor.
Let's see if we can check out the office. Come on. There we go.
Hey, pal.
I guess that cop, and McCoy have some history. There's no one here. That's not a bad thing. Doesn't seem like there's anything around here, though. Hmm. Let's see.
Roof.
Let's check out the basement while we're here. Hi, you.
Are they letting me out?
I'm not the one who makes that decision.
I suppose it's my turn to bear the cross for the cause.
No.
You're Spencer Gregorian, right?
No. I really think my lawyer should be here.
Interesting.
I got some more questions for you. Lot of people involved in your cause, Spencer?
Yes, sir, we're growing fast. As more and more people realize that replicants have cognitive and emotional legitimacy, the Citizens Against Replicant Slavery will spearhead the movement towards...
Save the pitch for someone who gives a shit.
We're peaceful people, Detective. We live by a code that men like you could never understand.
Try me.
2 centuries ago, humans were held in slavery. Brave souls formed an underground railroad.
So, you help replicants escape the city.
I'm talking figuratively, Detective.
Sure you are.
We're not children, Detective. We have resources. The world is changing. People are waking up to the injustices perpetrated by a sick society that you have helped...
A lot of them will wake up dead if reps are allowed to run amok on Terra, jerk.
Maybe, but... Yeah, I don't know. Some reasons that this person is probably right.
I got some more questions for you. Tell me about your protest at Tyrell's plant.
I already told that other detective everything. Under duress.
I want to know about the people who were there. The Rastafarian and the Asian guy with the sunglasses.
I didn't know the Rastafarian. The Asian fellow was one of our ex-members. Izo was his name.
How long did you know him for?
Let's see. I met him about 5 years ago. He seemed so smart and balanced. He really wanted to help the replicant people.
Then what?
He started associating with the more militant factions. I was astounded when I heard he was supplying weapons to some of them.
What kind of weapons?
Guns so new that even the police had hardly used them, I heard.
Interesting. And now we can actually use the Voight-Kampff machine. This is another piece of super tech from Blade Runner, which helps us determine if someone is a human or a replicant.
I'm gonna give you a little test.
The other detective, she already tested me earlier today.
Uh-huh. Look, I gotta check out the equipment, and you're the only stiff around.
I object to this treatment. If you'll just call my lawyer, he'll take care...
Your lawyer would tell you I got the authority to VK the mayor if I want. And he'd have to smile and nod and kiss my butt until I cleared him. So sit down.
So, essentially, there are no right or wrong answers, although that's theoretically in-universe, in-game. How people respond definitely tells you if they're human or replicant. But You're supposed to see if they give an emotional response to things. So let's calibrate and start it up.
Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
3rd sector, uptown.
Nice neighborhood?
Very. Is this going to take long?
Just keep your pants on, Spencer.
Okay. Machine is calibrated.
What do you do for a living?
I teach political science.
What's your name?
Spencer Gregorian. I really think my lawyer should be here.
Just keep your pants on, Spencer.
Yeah, I'd say your lawyer should be here. So we've got 3 types of questions. Low intensity questions, medium intensity questions, or high intensity questions.
A man dressed in rags approaches you on the street and asks for money.
I try to help him, of course. Buy him dinner or take him to a shelter.
Okay,
How old are you?
43.
that seems normal.
Describe in single words only the good things that come into your mind about your mother.
Patient, brave, loving.
For your anniversary, your spouse gives you a real goldfish.
I donated to a family that couldn't afford an animal.
Interesting.
You're suddenly very afraid. Why?
Perhaps I've just seen one of you Blade Runners, what's the term? Retire someone.
That'd make a rep scared.
Killing makes everyone afraid.
This is true. Let's increase the intensity.
You've been drafted into the army. During a boot camp hazing, you're bound, blindfolded, and forced to eat worms.
Hazing's illegal.
Oh yeah, you're really worried about breaking the law. Wonder why I'm the one on this side of the bars.
Civil disobedience has a long history in our world.
So does genocide, but I ain't out butchering my neighbors. What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you?
I'm not answering that.
That seems perfectly human.
You suddenly feel the urge to commit suicide.
I love life too much to commit suicide. You wouldn't know about that, would you?
Let's go for something heavy.
You've been kidnapped. Your captors tell you that you'd better think about what you did to deserve this.
I try to reason with them.
Okay.
What do you think it's like to be a replicant?
Horrible. Frightening.
Why?
They're hunted creatures. Anyone can gun them down without consequence. I'd say that's frightening, wouldn't you?
Test terminated.
Hey,
Been pretty busy, haven't you, Slim?
Been trying to. Well, it seems like this guy is more or less what he says he is. So let's see here. I'm gonna pause for a sec, see where I need to go to next. One moment. Okay, I think I figured out what I need to do.
Mainframe and shooting range.
First, head off to, the mainframe. And then talk to
that weapon shipment
the
just came in.
quartermaster.
You got the paperwork handy?
Why? You got a pressing need to rummage through my private files?
Yeah, I forgot you were keeping your lacy underthings in there. Look, Jack, I just want to see what they're charging for a crate of rifles these days.
Too damn much if you ask me, especially at the rate the assault teams are losing them. I guess there ain't no harm in it.
Huh. Assault teams losing crates of rifles? That seems suspect. Also need to check the
Tyrell grab test
Esper
lab.
one more time. Because we need to look at this Chihuahua.
The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe? Give me a hard copy of that.
Okay, we got the face. We got this one, right?
A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens.
Sounds familiar. And on our perpetrator's face, we know that that's where we can get the earring from.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me, like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Anemoid Row.
Good to know. Yeah, I think that's all I can get from here. Well, with all this information, maybe we ought to go check out Tyrell. Actually, before we go there, sounds like we don't ask to see him, he asks to see us. So the best way for us to do that is to go to someone a little higher than we are. Let's see if Guzzo's back in his office. Nice. Let's, we could use some cash.
Can the department float me some chin yen? This investigation's getting expensive.
Look, this ain't on the department tab, okay? This is a personal loan.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
This goddamn city don't know how to manage funds. They've been flush for years.
I thought we were under budget.
Trust me, ain't nobody getting rich unless they're sneaking some on the side. Hell, I can barely pay for the fuel for my car.
Ever hear of public transportation?
Get out of here before I throw my desk at you.
Sorry to bother you, Lieutenant. I was just checking in.
Well, get back out there. Those reps ain't retiring themselves.
Yeah, suicidal targets would make my job a lot easier.
Everybody's got a job, kid.
And finally, let's see if we can request a meeting with Tyrell.
The goons over at the Tyrell building wouldn't let me talk to their boss. Maybe you can set up a meeting.
Anyone else in that whole company who knows anything?
You and I both know it's a one-man show over there.
I'll give it a try, kid. I'll have to pull some strings, so don't go in there half-assed. Make sure you got some legit questions for the resident genius.
Appreciate it, Lieutenant.
Okay, we'll definitely go in there full-assed. Because, yeah, we've got some questions like, what the heck's going on, and how the heck did the guy bring in, you know, a freaking submachine gun in there? All sorts of fun, interesting questions. And worst case scenario, I'll save before going in there. Oh, or not.
Beautiful, isn't it?
The owl or the view?
Both.
The view's amazing. The owl, well, artificial things never did that much for me.
It's a flawless replica. We used a real one as a model.
Owls are extinct. Who told you the model was real?
Dr. Tyrell?
He's wrong, or lying. Check your Sydneys.
Eldon wouldn't make up something like that.
You're Tyrell's assistant?
Yes, I'm Rachel. Dr. Tyrell is very busy. I'm fully familiar with all Tyrell operations.
He does know I'm a cop, right? Blade Runner unit?
Dr. Tyrell has already met with one Blade Runner today and has important business to attend to.
Yep.
Your department should coordinate its efforts better.
Yeah, but
You may speak to me or you may leave. I can't offer you any other choices.
fair enough. I wanted to ask about Marcus Eisenduller.
I can't tell you who killed him if that's what you're asking.
We've already got a suspect. What I want to know is why the killer would be interested in replicant DNA information.
That's a stupid question.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
Your suspect is obviously a replicant, a very dangerous one.
I thought replicants were safe, more human than human. Isn't Dr. Tyrell pushing to make it legal to use rep labor to clean up the kipple?
Are we here to discuss corporate policy or Marcus Eisenduller's murder?
A little of both. You heard about the moon bus hijacking? Yeah, I guess you would have. 50 people dead.
You can't blame...
I'm surprised you aren't out doing spin control. The public gets nervous when your pets wander around the city without a leash.
Replicants aren't pets.
Right. Pets live longer and don't go around killing people.
There are safeguards in the design.
Yeah, I've seen the data. Implanted memories, a 4-year lifespan. I'd probably get a little crazy too, but I don't think I'd start killing people.
Wouldn't you?
Ah.
As I explained to Mr. Deckard earlier, I've given the Nexus 6 model a past. I've given it the purity and innocence of childhood. And all the joy and despair that comes with a real existence. That's hardly a death sentence. That's life.
I thought you weren't meeting with any more Blade Runners today.
Well, I decided to make an exception. Mr. McCoy, isn't it? You do understand the need for the Nexus 6 to have an identity.
Not really. No. I do see why a replicant who has an identity would want to steal Eisenduller's files.
Please, enlighten me.
They want more life.
Makes sense.
They're wasting their time.
They're gonna come for you, just like they came for Eisenduller.
I have nothing to fear from any of my children. I tell them all exactly what I told you. Have I given you what you came here for?
I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe.
Then if you'll excuse me, I have a stockholder meeting to attend.
So, I guess we came here about an hour or so after Deckard, played by Harrison Ford, talked to these two people. That was Rachel and Dr. Tyrell. Let's see, is there anything here that I could possibly do anything with? Doesn't look like it. Well. So... I think we're going to call this a video, and when we come back, more of these murder cases. Have a good one.